sex trafficking.
Stand by and speed on camera 1, speed on 2, and audio, please go ahead.
Sound and speed.
Okay, and Mark.
After Eden, Dan, take 1.
Okay, wait till everybody's settled and comfy. I'm so sorry. I hear you talking right there. Okay. All right, sir, when you're ready,
Dan, just tell us your name, last name, and then your organization that you work.
I'm Dan Funk. I'm Vice President with After Eden Pictures, and I'm with ShareTogetherNow.org. I also was the producer on 8 Days Film.
Dan, how did you get involved fighting sex trafficking?
Well, I was working for a company where we had the Christian Media Association meeting, and one of the members got up and started talking about wanting to do a film where everybody in the association could join in. And then a friend of mine's wife had been involved writing a book about sex trafficking and just really felt like the Lord was saying that it was time to make a film about it. So we all joined in together and started to make this film at After Eden Pictures, along with our nonprofit, ShareTogetherNow.org. And I didn't know how much I was going to find out about sex trafficking that I never really wanted to know. I'm a papa that has a daughter's heart. And I love my girls, and I hate what I see society do to the women and how they're mistreated and abused, and to find out just how much this takes place just in the United States. I thought it was an overseas thing. I had no idea that it was taking place right in Dallas. And then just to hear the stories of girls that have gone through it and things that had happened to them, and just the whole studying to make this film, and then girls coming to us and telling us their stories when we would do premieres around the country, just was overwhelming.
You've worked with a lot of youth in entertainment. Over about a decade. Have you noticed change in how youth approach sexuality?
Well, working with the youth like I have in the entertainment industry for 10 years, it just seems like I was raised in a real moral family by my mom. My dad passed away when I was 12 years old, and she just always taught me to be a gentleman, and so I just always respected girls. And it just seems like over the years working with the youth in the entertainment industry that they just have lost their moral values. They've become hopeless, and it just seems like that's caused them to do whatever will get them attention, whether that's dress or, sex.
You're involved in producing this actual series. Why is this docu-series important?
I hope that it affects the men, because I just feel like demand is the problem. And I hope that there are men that watch this, that, they have daughters at home, and somebody may be doing this to their daughter. And if they're out doing it to somebody else's daughter, I would just hope that they'd be convicted to change and to quit.
there a particular thing that happened through 8 days filming, something that stands out, something you've learned that's just stayed with you through the filming of that movie?
Well, I knew the girl that played Amber in it, and just she got into character, and there was times that I would speak to her and just be concerned because she had so much taken on that character. I was beginning to see that more clearly in other girls around me, and girls that we were working with on a regular basis, and just the fear that there were people I knew going through that also, and then just the stories we were hearing. You know, the one that I was affected by the most, we had a 33-year-old lady come to us that said that when she was 3 years old, her parents started taking her to a warehouse not very far from where we were meeting, and marching her across the stage every weekend for men to bid on her. And she had never shared it with anybody before. To think that that had taken place for almost 30 years before she was willing to open up and to share that with somebody, that a film I had helped make, a project that I had helped work on, affected people to that place that they could begin to receive the healing that they needed to receive, to be set free from that.
What would success in this fight? You've seen success, right? So what has success looked like? Because 8 days has accomplished a lot. And what would further success look like in fighting this fight?
Well, I think, just being able to take 8 days around the United States and then around the world to several different countries, and just see how it affected people everywhere that saw that film. I feel like there was a lot of success just in that, and doing this docuseries where we're able to share more about this and get in depth with the people completely from different aspects of life, and to hear that all their stories line up. And they line up with not only the film we made, but they're lining up with each other in the last 2 days. And just that although that we made this film now 6 years ago, which is amazing, how much we've come through in the last 6 years since making this, that it hasn't really got any better. In fact, it's got worse. And, one of the things I just realized just sitting there, the last couple of days watching these is, wow, I could help there. Wow, I could help there. Wow, I can help there. Everybody needs help. There needs to be more people that are called to action. We're commanded by the word that if we know, as we're a watchman, and we know something that's taken place, that we need to go and tell others. We need to warn the other watchmen, and we need to tell the other watchmen, and we need to get up and fight. We need to do something. And, that if we don't do that, we'll be held accountable for it. And there are a lot of people out there that know it's happening and they're not doing anything. And they need to get up and do something.
And the influence of the entertainment industry as a whole.
Well, I think Hollywood has, they've just softened everybody's brain to just accept that sexuality and that, I mean, growing up when we watched TV, people slept in two different beds. Now on TV there's just open nudity. In raising our kids, we had to not allow them to watch regular TV, because we didn't want them to be exposed to that, at the age that now kids are being trafficked. We sheltered our kids from being able to see that and being exposed to that. And I can't imagine having to raise kids now, and having to share with an 8-year-old, about sex and protecting an 8-year-old daughter we protected her as it was, but to have to share things with her that I think we'd have to do now just to help her be more aware of what she could be lured into. And I think a lot of that is just a commonplace that is communicated through entertainment now in movies and on TV.
How can people help share together, Dan?
Well, ShareTogetherNow.org is a group that we formed to bring awareness through the 8 Days film, to bring awareness to sex trafficking. Now through this docuseries, to bring more awareness. And we've also scheduled a golf tournament that will raise funds to continue to do that, and also to help people that have needs and that are hurting, that need support. And so we have the golf tournament that people can get involved in, sponsor a hole, get a group of guys together from your church and come out. Get a group of guys together that you hang out with at work that maybe are even are involved in sex trafficking, that are even out there, they're the Johns and they're buying these girls. And bring them and have them at the tournament learn more about sex trafficking. And if you have a company or a corporation that sponsors events, reach out to us and sponsor a whole or sponsor part of the event, and help us to bring awareness to this crime that's really affecting our kids, boys and girls, and to help protect our women.
Dan, can you sign off with your name, last name, and share together again?
I'm Dan Funk, member of ShareTogetherNow.org.
Okay.